Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Anna Zakkery. Today I'm going to explain you the one and only method which helps you to sell your online course, mentorship program, consultations efficiently. This is the only thing which you need to know. It's super simple, it's very straightforward, but so few people know about it, and even if they know, they immediately forget how valuable and necessary it is. This is essential for every product you sell online or every service you have. So for that purpose, I have prepared my iPad and I'm going to demonstrate to you how you can work with that and what you need to do with this method. So you've probably heard so many advices that you need to go viral, you need to attract as much of attention to your social media page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever. We need to have those eyeballs attracted to the content. The problem is that even if you go viral and get your 10 millions of views, what you gonna do with all those views? Let's pretend that you've worked really hard, you've created a perfect content, and now you've received followers and views. Everything what you could dream about. So what's next? How will you convert those views and followers into buyers and purchases? Do you have a system which will help you to do so? And I have been working in this niche since 2018. I work as a managing director for online schools and I have online educators to market and sell their online courses. So within this time frame, I have created the method called ACD Method, which allows you to make sure that you're not just creating content endlessly without any clear call to action, but you know why are you suffering, you know why are you recording this video, and you have the clear reason standing behind all those tremendously difficult efforts. So here is an explanation of this method. Let's pretend that we have received a lot of views for our post. These are all people who watched the piece of content which you've created, for example, this video. So we need to know before we create this video, what's gonna be their next step? Where they're gonna end up? What is the call to action we would like to offer them? For example, for this video, I have prepared the 63-pager book, which will explain you in a step-by-step how you can implement this method. It's called the Essential Blueprint for Online Course Launch. If you are thinking of how I can start selling my consultations online, how I can create the first version of my online course, this book is for you. Also, I have added a 10 video lessons and the 5 videos on how to create funnels on your direct messages using the ManyChat. Also, it contains all AI prompts which I use for marketing and sales. So just click the link below and you will be able to get that package. This is my call to action, okay? And I knew it before I've created this video. So the ACD method helps you to build the foundation which allows you to convert those views into money, into purchases. Let's see how does it work and what does every letter stand for. This method starts from the end. The last letter of the method is letter D, deliver. And this is all about the quality of the product you are about to share with the buyers. So what is so special at this stage? This is the beginning of the foundation. So if you're now creating content for your social media, but you do not have the exact product you're going to offer, stop it. You are wasting your time. You are attracting followers who are probably not the right target audience for your product. So the first thing which we need to do is to find out what's going to be our killer's offer for this product. What are we offering? What solution to other people's problems are we offering? The other thing is what's going to be inside that product. What lessons, what curriculum, what outline and schedule we're going to have. What's the format will be? Will it be a mentorship or it will be the format of pre-recorded lessons, which I actually do not recommend you to do because I believe today we are all about AI. That means that information is not valuable anymore. And the only thing which can be sold at a high ticket price is either mentorship, when you involve yourself and provide a live support, or you have a group of coaches who will do that for you, or there's another format which is called done for you service combined with the educational process. I have a mentorship program which is combined with a done for you service when we help you to automate everything related to the product. We create a funnel, and we also create the webinar, and we help to set up the Facebook ads. And alongside, you also have a mentorship lessons every week. Actually that's twice a week, and you have the lessons, you'll get the knowledge, and also you get it done for your services. So it's either done for you or a mentorship with a live support or like a one-on-one lessons. So this is number one stage which we need to cover before we proceed with the content, with advertisement. Don't even think of investing your money into Facebook ads. I've seen so many cases when poor coaches are being targeted by marketing agencies which offer them to run Facebook ads for their products, but actually the problem is that the coach is not yet sure what is he selling, what is his killer's offer. So this is stage number one. If you have the ready to be sold product or service or mentorship program, comment deliver, and I will know that you guys have already overcame the stage number one. Stage two stands for letter C, which is convert. This stage is all about converting followers, views into buyers and purchases. So we need to find an ultimate solution for us, depending on the resources we have, what's gonna be the best converter for my case. So there are different types of converters. The number one is it's evergreen webinar. So this is like a 90-minute class which is free to admit, which has a free admission, where you explain what and why, but you do not explain how. For example, if you are a nutritionist and you are targeting the audience of people who want to lose weight, so you will explain what is your method about, and then why they need to follow this method, what are the social proofs, why it works and why it is for them and why now. But you do not explain in details how they're going to lose the weight. You just give the overview. You try to create the trust between you and the viewers, and then offer them to opt in to learn more. So this is a free webinar which can be evergreen and can be launched like every hour or even more frequently, or every day or several times per week, and make money for you. For me, this is the easiest way to create the converter. But there are some things you need to know, that if you are selling a high ticket offer, it starts from $5,000, you need to have closers. People who are gonna give a calls or follow up with people who attended the webinars. If you do not do that, it's 100% that you're not gonna sell anything. You will just lose your money invested in the ads. So the other type of a converter can be a free challenge. It's like a mini course, 3-5 days. It also can be with a free admission or with a price of a cheap ticket, like up to $100 ticket, which allows people to have an idea of what you're offering and dive deeper into your methods. The other thing can be a Zoom call. This is only suitable for those who have time to talk to people who opt in for the Zoom calls, or you have a sales department. In my schools where I work as a managing director, we have a sales department which convert people from attendees into buyers with the help of Zoom calls or a regular audio calls. So select your type of a converter. If you already have the evergreen webinar or challenge, or you do Zoom calls, just comment convert below, and that will give me an idea how many people from my audience are already following the method. Okay, and the last step here is stage number 3. I would say it's the most challenging one, and here comes the letter A, which stands for attract. So we now have attract, convert, deliver, but we started from the very end. Deliver, convert, attract. So the ways to attract attention to your offer, they can be different. For example, the most traditional one and the free of charge is to create the content in social media or whatever you want to create it. You also can even go with a blogging, like, you know, those blogs that were popular in 2015, they still work. You will be surprised how many people still watch them. Or if you have some budget, which I personally recommend you to do, you can run a paid traffic. If you have a limited budget, start with Meta. This is number 1. Number 2 is Google. It's a little bit needy, and it also covers the YouTube platform. I would say that the Google and YouTube paid ads are for those who have at least a $10,000 ad spend per month. If you have somewhat 500 or 1,000, go with a Facebook and Instagram, which are Meta paid ads. Depending on the type of the product you sell, you also can consider LinkedIn or TikTok. In my experience, the TikTok ads were the least profitable ones for the online courses. But if you have physical goods, that can be a good option because TikTok has a TikTok shop. But for the online services and consultations, in my experiencing, that was challenging. So you can check out LinkedIn. I would say maybe there are more expensive ways, but LinkedIn ads usually cost way more than Meta and Google because there are professionals on these platforms, and usually the more educated person is, the more this person costs in advertisement. So this is stage 3 for the ACD method. So now what we need to do, you need to find what is the best way for you to attract the attention to your converter, and then from converter, stream people to the next stage, deliver. For me, how I would start doing that, definitely just as I described it, start with a deliver, find out what's the best offer and solution you can propose to your buyers, and then select either or method of a converter. It can be webinar, challenge, or Zoom call. And then the last stage, think if you have a budget for the ads, okay, start with a paid traffic. I believe that this is how it works right now. It's difficult to start with a zero investment. I would be honest here, and if you hear influencers saying that, no, you can start with a zero budget. Yes, you can, but usually people are lazy and they do not have a discipline. But for starting with a zero investment, you will have to work a lot on your content in order to attract attention to your converter. So choose your hard. Either you work on the content or you find some resources to run paid ads. That's it for the ACD method. Again, this is the foundation of everything you can do in order to sell your online course. And if you are just starting, think about this method. Or you've been trying to sell your consultation or product, but the sales are not growing, then ask yourself a question. Have I followed every step of ACD method, or I skipped something? I hope this video was helpful and going to change some parts of your business and bring higher revenues than you have now. That's it for today, and don't forget to check out the link about Essential Blueprint to launch your online course, which will give you the package for launching your mentorship program, even if you've already done it, but you will be able to upgrade it with the help of the knowledge you're going to get with this package. That's it, and see you next time.